have a hard time even talking about it. It makes me so angry. And also, it's hard to like respect our government after the things we've seen over the past few years. But I think the Supreme Court was sort of maybe the last piece of the government that I had some sort of shred of belief in or respect for. And now it's done. You know what I mean?
All right, y'all, Rap Life Review back with another episode. I am Ebro, that's Lo, the amazing Nadeska is here. This week, we got a lot to deal with. Glastonbury, Megan Thee Stallion, Kendrick Lamar, the BET Awards. We also, this week, make sure you check out Apple Music Live. Lil Durk is the feature.
Yes.
That deluxe album is number 2 in the service. So that album, on pace to be one of the biggest albums of the year.
Crazy. What do you add? Another like 14 songs?
I think, yeah,
right?
another 10 tracks, some amazing records. He got this one record that really jumped out to me. It was called Unhappy Father's Day, of him apologizing to his children and like saying how he fell short as a father and as a man and like he thought he was doing the right thing sometimes or, you know, but even also in the song he called out his friends that knew that he was acting bogus as a dad, and they were like, yo, were you really my friends if you was letting me act like that? Nobody was pulling, you know what I mean? So he's we're watching Lil Durk mature, and I'm glad, you know, he's getting this opportunity because a lot of people don't even get the opportunity.
Especially being from his city.
Right.
You know, the trappings of that world are very, very different. So for him to have this realization, understand what he's been through and trying to, you know, mature in front of us, you know, as the artist he is, you know, it's great to see.
No, I ain't gonna say the ain't in the other tracks, but there was this one song
you can have
really...
but you can have like the
the duality, you know what I'm
you can
saying?
sprinkle the things in there as long as the maturity is shown in some kind of format. Then you gotta applaud it.
It's a good balance.
Yeah.
A big issue and a very serious one is the current overturning of Roe v. Wade. For those that may not understand, the overturning of Roe v. Wade and this whole Supreme Court decision is basically now putting it back to each individual state to decide how they want to deal with abortion rights. We live in the Northeast. Most of the states in the Northeast, you'll be able to still have power over your body as a woman. California also, but there's several states in the United States that were already prepared.
We know which states those are. The states that don't care about
yeah,
human rights in general.
Right.
Those.
But at Glastonbury Festival, both Megan Thee Stallion and Kendrick Lamar had something to say on that stage. Megan Thee Stallion is from the state of Texas, where these laws are very strict and have been strict. Here's Megan Thee Stallion.
I mean, goddamn. What else you want? Texas really embarrassing me right now. Y'all know that's my home state. And I want to have it on the record that the hot girls and the hot boys do not support this that y'all campaigning for. My body, my choice.
Politicians knew this was coming. It was public information. And even Megan Thee Stallion saying that's in the UK. Their vote over there ain't dealing with what we're dealing with. And, oh, by the way, in the UK, they have universal health care.
Right.
In the United States, they want to force women to have children, don't want to give them paid leave, and don't want to give out universal health care.
I'm glad Megan said what she said and the way she said it. I feel like if I have to say something about this on social media or something, which I haven't, it has to sound eloquent or well-researched or whatever. And I think she put it the most blunt and perfect way possible. If I had a kid at any point before when I did have a kid in the last year, I wouldn't be here with you guys right now. There's no way. I would not have had the resources to have childcare. Childcare is expensive now for me, and I'm doing pretty okay for myself, so I cannot imagine. Everyday Struggle Nadeska would not have happened. Apple Music Nadeska wouldn't be a thing. I would have just been taking care of my child. So, like, to think that, you know, someone else, I don't understand. I know some women actually celebrated this too, which I just cannot understand.
You know, I think for me, as somebody who's an advocate for voting too, you know, I would make sure that everybody understands that we got here because we was playing games. I think in many ways you have people who were apathetic, who didn't think their vote matters, and they think that, oh, it's all corrupt and all politicians are the same. They don't understand the process. They don't understand the things that are at stake. And then you have other people who actually believe that this is about babies. And if it is about babies, then what about paid leave? What about universal health care? What about taking care of these children to make sure they don't end up in prison or make sure that they don't end up in environments where they could be harmed or continue the cycle of toxicity if we really, really care? Kendrick Lamar had something to say about it too.
Godspeed for women's rights. They judge you, they judge Christ. Godspeed for women's rights. They judge you, they judge Christ. Godspeed for women's rights. They judge you, they judge Christ. Godspeed for women's rights. They judge you, they judge Christ. Godspeed for women's rights. They judge you, they judge Christ. Godspeed for women's rights. They judge.
Kendrick Lamar doing something powerful like Kendrick Lamar does in his Tiffany designed crown of thorns.
Using that platform, you know, being who he is, how he speaks, what he represents, that, you know, that's perfect. That's what he needs to do.
I just want to see more men speak out.
Because this affects them too.
Yeah.
It absolutely does.
So let's talk about the BET Awards then. My favorite award show.
You had a good night?
Listen, just so y'all know, I make it mandatory. As a family, we got to sit down and watch the BET Awards.
We do.
Did you watch the BET Awards, Nadeska?
I watched the highlights of the BET Awards, Ebro.
Lo, did you watch the BET Awards?
I sprinkled some, you know.
What is y'all problem? This is the award show. This is a family reunion. This is us coming together and celebrating our music, the BET Awards.
For one, I wasn't home. So when you're on Twitter, you're pretty much watching the award show unfold in real time.
With some commentary.
With some commentary from the performances, the outfits, who's with who said what. So if you pay attention to your timeline, you can put together that award show very well.
Nadeska, on the other hand.
All right, look, I want to hear your highlights. I thought it was dope for Lotto that Mariah came out.
Amazing. And she won Best New Artist.
Crazy. I'm so happy for her. I was in St. Lucia recently and I heard the song playing on the radio out there. It's like dope to see her getting those looks because Lotto works really, really hard. I know the Mariah moment was a big moment for her. Yeah. Brandy coming out was crazy. I love seeing, that. I watched the clip of him on your show trying to guess the Brandy song. I felt really bad for him, but I like how that worked out. Of course, the internet went for him. Yeah. I like that Brandy took the high road.
I like that they had a little choreo. Yeah. They had a little two-step bop,
too. He was a little un-choreo, but, you know. He
did his thing.
He was trying his hardest. I like you, Jack, but you got two left feet, buddy.
But then also the Diddy tribute.
Mm-hmm. Can I tell you guys something?
Yes.
When I was just a young upcoming journalist in the game, my biggest dream ever was to work for Puff. Although in retrospect, I'm glad that didn't happen. It sounds horrible. I've heard stories. It sounds way too intense. But making the band, all of that, I love Diddy. Like, he's iconic to me. Like, growing up, he was everything.
We saw his new girlfriend in the crowd holding up the red sign.
Wait, you're calling her?
Is that who that was?
That was Carisha, yeah.
I didn't even pick that up.
Yeah, we're not calling her his new girlfriend.
Whatever they are or not, or whatever they aspire to be, she was there supporting him with a sign that said, "Okay, Poppy." That was another moment on Twitter that took over my timeline.
See, you should just watch the show on Twitter like love.
Ray J was in the crowd eating
oodles and noodles.
Yeah, so I don't know what that was about. I don't know how far you want to get into this Kanye moment.
I don't know what to say about it other than he made me hot.
Yeah, I don't know.
I got sweaty looking at Kanye in the outfit. That's really it.
Yeah, from what I saw online, it was like people thought he was trying to make it about himself at some point, which is very Kanye-like. But you're also up there for a tribute from a guy who's tributing himself. I definitely think.
Wait, you think Diddy was like, yo, y'all gonna honor me this year and I'm gonna produce my own honoring?
And I'm gonna perform everything. Yeah, that was...
Right, because normally when the BET Awards does tribute, people come out and do the songs. Right? Because every year, he's right.
He did like half of his catalog.
Yo, that actually makes it even more iconic. That's why he's Puff. That's why he's Puff.
That's Puff. But I've never seen anyone tribute themselves.
That's amazing.
Not so good this time, but usually pretty great. Verzuz.
I thought we decided we were done watching Verzuz. That's a conversation we had a few weeks ago.
See now, another thing. When you don't want to watch something, just tune into the timeline and you will get a play-by-play. I did not...
So give us the highlights, please.
I don't know where you want me to start. Like...
What was your top 2 moments?
Mario just dismantling Omarion on that stage. Ray J showing us he can't sing.
Who thought Ray J could sing, though?
Which is why I don't know why he was up there.
Well, he was up there going up against Pleasure P and Sammy. They can sing.
Right, but Ray J has like hits.
Yes,
and,
he does.
Good records. But I'm not looking for a Ray J record to hear the vocal ability. And I don't think he understood that
assignment.
Night. Yeah, I don't think he understood.
This was the one time he should have been singing along with the record.
This is the one time he should have been in the crowd eating oodles and noodles.
He shouldn't even been up there.
Nah. I love Ray J, love him, but that night was not a great look for the male R&B.
It was if you consider what Mario and Tank was able to do.
Those two. Mario knew the assignment, but the
and
other,
kept it simple.
Yes, kept it very simple.
I was shocked that Omarion sounded the way he sounded.
See, this is what I'm saying.
Shocked. I've seen Mario live many times.
But we watched these moments, we watched these shows for these moments. You know, we knew the was gonna happen. We knew something to some kind of magnitude was gonna happen. They just exceeded our expectations that night. So.
And Omarion has more hits than Mario, too.
Sure does.
And could have absolutely won that.
And that's why I always say it's about sequencing, song selection, and presentation.
Yeah,
I think Mario kept it very simple. Sequencing was right, had a little razzle-dazzle with the commentary and made it fun, but Omarion was just taking it other places, and then on social media, they got into it with B2K. It was just like, it's still going on.
Brandy went to social media to out her brother, Ray J, and basically say, bro, I told you to drink the tea. I told you to go on vocal rest. I told you stop deleting my comments. So I guess Ray J was deleting where Brandy was like, yo, what are you doing?
Like outing him, like stayed home. You should have did this. And it's just like, it showed why, you know, he didn't perform well.
Well,
maybe it was the oodles or noodles.
Yeah. Sad. But Verzuz is not going anywhere. I'm sure we're going to get some new announcements soon come from Verzuz. And we want to send love to Lil Tjay.
Yeah.
As we close today, Lil Tjay was in a situation in New Jersey last week. He was shot. Reports said it had something to do with some sort of robbery. I heard that the streets are saying that it had to do with actually a woman he was seeing setting him up. I don't know if that's valid or not. Nonetheless, we want Lil Tjay to recover and get back to full health. We have not gotten that word yet, which is even scarier, right?
Yeah, I think he's still unconscious.
Yeah. So it's a very sad story for our artists out of the New York City area, from the Bronx, having great success.
Right.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? When I did that interview with Pop Smoke right before he passed away, he was talking about how he didn't trust a lot of people because people are envious and they do things like this. Mm-hmm. And he mentioned Tjay as one of the only people that he actually genuinely liked as a person and trusted him as a friend. And I know how hard it was for Tjay to lose him. So seeing this story, this sent chills down my spine.
It's Rap Life Review. Sending love and light to all y'all out there, man. Stay safe. And make sure you lock in this Rap Life Review every week. We are here, except for the weeks when we're not here, or Nadeska's not here, or we're on vacation. But mostly we're here. Okay. Subscribe to where you're watching it, right there in the player. Make sure you leave a comment. We love to watch y'all talk. Yep. Also add that Rap Life Review, that Rap Life playlist available on Apple Music so you get all the new songs as soon as it's updated. For Ebro, for Lo, for Nadeska, I'm Ebro. What did I just say? I don't know. It's Rap Life Review. See y'all next week.